What is going on, everybody? I hope you are having an absolutely amazing day today. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at this big boy, the Civivi Praxis. Now, getting into this bad boy right here is the Civivi Praxis, P-R-A-X-I-S. I think that's how you pronounce it, but this knife I actually got for my fiance for Christmas, and I also got another knife that was a lot smaller, and I said, hey, we got a predicament here. We either give you this knife or we give you the smaller one. I'm like, it's totally up to you. And she decided that she'd go with the smaller one, and I'm kind of glad she did because I really like this knife. I didn't order it for me, I ordered it for her, and just the blade on that is beefy. Like, look at that. That thing is huge. Especially for a pocket knife. I don't think she would ever carry something that big with her ever. But with that being said, figured I'd just give you guys a little backstory on this knife. This knife is coming in on Blade HQ at around $75. Not crazy expensive, not super cheap either. And I will say this is probably one of the smoothest actions on a knife besides maybe my Benchmains that I have, and I think there might be one other knife, because that is so dang smooth and it's so light, and all it wants to do is fall right back in. Flick it in. Gotta be careful here. Yeah, it literally just wants to fall back in. So if I, yeah, there's literally nothing to that. That is probably the most, if not one of the most smoothest knives that I have in my collection. Also probably one of the beefiest knives or pocket knives besides my fixed blades that I have. Now let's dive into the actual specs of this knife. So the overall length of this knife is coming in at 8.62 inches, almost 9 inches. That's a pretty big pocket knife. The blade length on here is 3.75 inches. Our blade width is 1.54 inches. Our thickness is 0.12 inches. This blade material is Nitro V. I've honestly never heard of that before, but I really dig it. We have a hardness on this blade of 59-61 HRC. We have that drop point blade style with a flat grind and a black stonewash finish. We have a plain edge type on here. Now moving back to this handle, we have a length of 4.87 inches, almost 5 inches. A handle thickness of 0.47 inches. Now this handle material is, I believe, the carbon fiber edition. They do have them in aluminum. I think they're a little cheaper, but I really dig this carbon fiber looking handle, and the feel of it is so good. Our weight is coming in at 3.47 ounces. You can carry it either right or left-handed, however you prefer. The pocket clip is designed to be a tip up. As mentioned before, we got a flipper back here, and I think the pivot on this blade is what makes this so smooth, because it is bearings. I'm not sure exactly what type of bearings, but this thing is awesome. Now, if you have any other questions for me, feel free to leave them in the comments section down below, and I will also be leaving a link in the description down below if you guys want to go pick one of these up for yourselves. I would highly recommend, if you're looking at a Civivi, this is a big boy, so just be warned of that. Don't expect to get something like the size of like a bug out or anything like that. But this is an awesome knife by Civivi, and I believe this was actually my first knife by them. That being said, that is the Civivi Praxis. So that's going to be it for today's video. If you could hit that like button, comment if you guys own this knife or have any questions regarding this knife, I'd be happy to answer them for you. And as always, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. And as always, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in the next one.